Howdy folks, Mike the Magician here. Now, I got some bluish looking fluid here, and for my next trick, I'm going to blow into this fluid and see what happens. Let's check it out. Ta-da! Wasn't that pretty sweet? Now it looks goldish, yellowish. I'm just that magical. It's one of my superpowers. No, I kid. But what was going on here? Well, what was in that fluid was this cool stuff called universal indicator solution. Now, this stuff measures the pH of fluids. So, a 7 is considered neutral, and it has a green color. Now, this thing will change color based on the pH value of a solution. So, if it's more acidic, these numbers go down below 7, and the color changes more of a yellow or reddish, orange. And if it's more of a basic fluid, the pH value is higher than 7, and therefore it becomes darker. Now, the water was not quite green. Regular distilled water will be straight 7, neutral, and green. Apparently there's a little something in the water or in the sink or whatever to make that water a little more basic than straight neutral water. But so I started off with a greenish bluish color, and what I did was I blew into it, and so what I put in there? Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide comes out of our lungs, and it changed that solution from a more of a neutral or a little bit basic into an acidic solution. And so now this is called carbonic acid. When the carbon dioxide gets dissolved in the water like that, now we have carbonic acid. Reminds me of growing up or being in LA when I was a kid. When it would rain, you get that nice acid rain. Ooh, that was nice. Would really be nice to clean out the air. But yeah, so that's what's happening is carbon dioxide gets into the water and turns into some carbonic acid. And unfortunately, that is a concern for oceans. So we're putting more and more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and that gets dissolved into the oceans. And so the oceans are becoming more acidic, and it's no good for marine life, especially coral. It does not like carbonic acid and other fish and things. So if we can minimize our carbon dioxide release in the atmosphere to try to keep our oceans less acidic, I think that's going to be a good thing. So keep that in mind. So thanks for tuning in to the awesome little pH experiment here. Good stuff. Science, baby. Now you may be thinking, wait, what kind of magical solution is that can change color based on if there's acidic solution in there or basic? Well, that indicator solution is cool stuff. And basically, there are water molecules in the solution, right? It's part water. And if you add an acid to universal indicator solution, some protons are actually donated from the acid to the water molecule. And so you end up getting some of these molecules, H3O positive. So it's not, instead of a neutrally charged water molecule, it actually becomes a positively charged molecule with 3 atoms of hydrogen. Now, if you add a base to the indicator solution, this water molecule actually loses a hydrogen, loses a proton. The base accepts protons, and so you get some more of these molecules, OH negative, so negatively charged molecules. And so if the solution has more of these, it's going to change the way it absorbs and reflects light. That's how we see color, based on what wavelengths are absorbed or reflected. And so if you have more of these in the solution, you're going to have some more yellows, green, reds, and oranges because these darker colors are absorbed, and those reds, oranges, and yellows are reflected back to our eyes. Versus this, you're going to have more absorption of the reds, yellows, and oranges into the solution, and some of the darker colors, blues and purples, are reflected back to our eyes. So pretty awesome stuff. That universal indicator solution, pretty dang neat. Sweet.